My name is Saul. I don't care about pronouns. That's just me personally. Don't get mad, 'cause I got called ma'am from behind the other day, and I didn't correct anybody. I left that shit out in the ether. I was at a Burger King. The kid behind the counter was like, "Ma'am, your fries are ready." I didn't turn around and go, "I'm a boy." No, I said, "Give me those goddamn fries." And then I walked out of that place with my head held up high, like the bad bitch I was, okay? So I'm sorry if you've never had Lizzo energy as a man, but I felt that shit. I knew what it was like, ladies. I knew what it was like. I was out there. And let me explain this mullet so your eyes stop doing that thing. Like, what the hell's that? People assume the South, like you're from like Texas, right? No, this is a California mullet. I'm not from Los Angeles. You guys ever heard of Stockton? Some of you? All right, take it easy. But you understand that this is a cherry-picking mullet. This mullet is very agricultural. And if you shop organic, you're welcome, okay? And what do they say about mullets usually? Business in the front. It don't work like that with this face. With this face, it's very much missing child's poster in the front. And then guy who kidnapped that kid in the back. I just want to see my kids, please, okay? I'm a weird guy. I'm a minimalist. Y'all know what that is? A couple people. If you don't know what it means, it's okay. It's just hipster for poor, okay? It means I don't care about stuff, possessions. Like, I like experiences. Like, I like coming here, jamming the van. Y'all are a good experience. A weirder example. Look down at my feet. Look how nice these shoes are. These are some brand new Pumas. My wife had to buy them. She had to buy them. Because if you leave me to my own devices, I am such a minimalist. These were $40. I will buy cheaper shoes than this. I shop at Walmart. I buy $9 shoes. Those shoes don't even come in a box. They come in like a bin, loose, like almonds or beans, you know? Not together. I find the left one, I gotta excavate for the right one. People think that's weird. You know what I think is weird? Shoe collections. And I'm not speaking on any specific race or sex. It's a genre of people that I grew up in my life. Sneakerheads. Some of you might be in here, and you weird me out. You never in your life wear the shoe for what it's for, ever. You're never waiting in line at Foot Locker, then 3 days later, like, I'm gonna do a layup, see what these free throws are good for. Like, you're gonna wear those to like a potluck or an outdoor wedding. Those shoes will never see a basketball court, but they'll always be around potato salad, okay? Those are your coleslaw, Jordans. Let's be real right now. Some sneakerheads in here probably feel attacked. That's true. I'm attacking you. That's fine. But you don't understand. $9 shoes from Walmart. They make stepping in dog shit so liberating. You do that with some Jordans on. Now you have a whole project you don't want to do. You got to take the shoe off. You got to get a pen cap or a twig. You got to solve a goddamn maze, you know? I don't want to do that, you know? But with $9 shoes, I step in dog shit. I hop right out of them like they just broke. Like, fuck those shoes. Those shoes don't work anymore. Those shoes are the past, you know? I walk right back into Walmart, no shoes on. Nobody bats an eyelash. Like, yeah, that's regular activities here, friend. We see the toes. Come in for the deals, big boy. I'll commit a crime in $9 shoes tonight. I live on Hollywood Boulevard. I'll go back onto Hollywood Boulevard. I'll commit a crime. I'll put those shoes into a bag. Throw that bag into a fire. Those are just burner shoes, okay? That's all those are. If you didn't understand that joke, you're a good person. But those are the Cricket Wireless of shoes, okay? I will throw those into a well, okay? Better example, you think if I were to become rich, I'm gonna buy shit like a Lamborghini or a Range Rover? Nah, give me money. I'm gonna buy 16 Honda Civics and just crash them as I go. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Okay. That's Sunset Boulevard's issue. I gotta go. Hey, number 7's down. You gotta bring out number 8. And then a helicopter. Honda Civic. Look how rich I am. Anybody married in here? Yeah? Did you go on a good honeymoon? Where'd you go?
We went to UK to the Olympics.
That's good. You went to the Olympics. Wow. Braggadocious. That's nice. Well, I did not. My wife likes island stuff. She likes Hawaii. I'm a comedian that no one's heard of. So I don't have Hawaii money. But I tell you what I do have is courage. And I was like, oh, I'll get her. We'll go on a cruise, because that's the same as Hawaii. It is not. And if you're a cruise person in here, I'm sorry, but I am not. We were waiting in line to get on the boat, and there were cruise nerds in front of us reading from a pamphlet, information no one cared about, out loud. Did you know that our boat is 4 times bigger than the Titanic itself? And that got me very mad, because I started looking around all the people. Well, I was like, it has to be because people are 4 times as big, okay? You don't have to laugh at that joke, but you take a good look at me. I shouldn't go on any vessel and feel like the belle of the ball, all right? I guaranteed I was top 5 hottest guy on that boat. Top 5. And top 10 hottest girl also, let me tell you. I was out there. I went to the pool, I swam with no shirt on. You can yas all you want, but that's not right. I'm shaped like a Ziploc bag full of marinara, all right? And when you are shaped like leftovers, you swim with a shirt on, you know, to be nice, and you let the chlorine take it, and that's the sacrifice. But I was out there, no shirt on, areolas everywhere. I didn't. If I felt self-conscious at all, I would just look around a little bit like, no, I'm fine. I am. You can see the bones a little bit still. I know it's mean, but you guys remember the Titanic? Maybe you saw the movie in the 90s. Maybe they made you read history on it when fucking you went out, and the thing that happened with the submarine. When people went out to dinner, they wore nice dresses. Violins were being played, tuxedos were worn. On my Carnival cruise line, I swear to God, some lady in a rascal scooter, she declared this: I chose this boat because Gaffietti's got 3 restaurants on it. I got very upset again, and I don't pray, but that night I went back to my cabin and I got down on my knees and I said, dear God, sink this fucking ship, okay? Where's the iceberg, Papa? This is too much, okay? You have to kill everybody except the Filipino help. They didn't do nothing to nobody, Jesus, but everybody else dies. In your name, amen. I did that for 5 days straight. Nothing happened. And as some of you like, that's fucked up, but if you've never been on a Carnival cruise line, that is just a Greyhound bus station meets a hometown buffet, okay? There's too many adults with backpacks on, and there's mashed potatoes everywhere for no reason. I did grow up poor in Stockton. In a very religious household. I grew up very Catholic, in like an old, very old Victorian house. All that's just fine, but it made stuff like, you guys know tuck-ins? Like when you go to sleep, your mom would tuck you in. It made shit like that weird. Because like I used to fantasize my friends' moms doing shit like saying beautiful sayings that I'd hear. Like, sleep tight, sweetheart. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, you know? That's adorable. I used to fantasize about that. But my mom couldn't say shit like that, you know? Because you can't say shit like that when there's actual fucking bed bugs. You're going to have to change it up because we're losing the battle by a lot, all right? But she'd still spiel it up. She would still tuck me in and say something that, you know, she thought was beautiful. She would tuck me in. She'd be like, all right, mijo, remember that I love you, Jesus loves you, and the devil's real. And then she'd leave, all right? I wouldn't see her for like 9 hours. I'm like, thank you for that. She grew up, you know, different. My father grew up different. He was an immigrant Mexican. He grew up for me to be strong. So I try to stay as strong as possible. I don't like people with phobias, and if you have a phobia in here, I'm sorry, but we can't hang out, you know? Like whether you're transphobic or, this is a personal one, I had somebody who's arachnophobic. I hate that. Because it's never just straight up, I don't like spiders. I had some guy tell me, he was like, yeah, I hate spiders, I'm terrified of spiders, but scorpions are pretty cool. What the fuck did you just say to me? That doesn't make any sense, because all a scorpion really is a spider with a knife, all right? That's your phobia plus a weapon. If you can't tell, I am high on edibles. There's a Jam of the Van taping, and nothing changes. I grew up in the early 2000s where, I don't know, I'm sure if DARE is still a thing, where they'd come to your school, and they'd spew a whole bunch of propaganda. They'd say stuff like, marijuana is a gateway drug. which I don't believe. Who is smoking weed is like, oh my gosh, I am so high, and I've watched so much Netflix, and I've eaten so many potato chips, but I wonder what it's like to collect cans at 4 in the morning, you know? I wonder how difficult it is to ride a bike while holding a bike at the same time. I want to live in a tent. No. I'm sorry, that last part, I'm sorry. We are in Los Angeles, and words can be triggering, but I grew up poor, so I had homeless friends, and I've come up to, like, people have been telling me homeless is not the word anymore, it's unhoused, which, sure, but this is the fattest way I'll explain anything with logic ever. Like, if you have a hot dog, and someone takes your hot dog away, you are now Hotdog-less. You would not care if someone was like, oh, that guy's been unhot-dogged. You would still be without a hot dog, so. We're hypocrites here in Los Angeles. We don't give a shit about the homeless problem. We care about what we see with our eyes. We don't really care about them. Like, the other day I heard someone say, I don't like these tents. I don't like looking at them. Well, I'll tell you, if we're not gonna fix the problem, I like those tents. Because all those tents do is block our eyes from nefarious shit happening under tents, okay? You take the tent out of the equation, and now some guy smoking crack with a smile, and he's making snow angels and bike parts, and fine, but I'm trying to drive home from Trader Joe's, okay? Don't think I'm not emotional about it, like I'm not sensitive. I am emotional about it. I live on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm in the thick of it, okay? I saw other day, side of the road, there was a guy, he was ODing. He was on the Walk of Fame. I was like, looking at him, I was like, it was 12 p.m., the sun was out. I looked down, I was like, there should be a tent there, you know that? There should be none of my business, you know? A man should be able to OD in the privacy of his own tent, you know? This is America. I just did grow up different. My grandmother, she took in a homeless person. And not like how you see on TV, like you clean them up, you take them to rehab and stuff like that. That's a nice story. Life isn't nice sometimes. She was like, check this out. I own a house. You can stay in the shack in the backyard, but you got to keep the front yard clean. And that was the treaty. For many years, he kept the front yard clean, and he stayed in the shack in the backyard. But the only problem is that he was addicted to methamphetamines, okay? And sometimes that means you live forever, okay? Because he's still alive back in that shack, and my grandma's dead, okay? My mom has him, and then when I get the house, I inherit a tweaker butler, okay? And I don't know about you guys, but he's an outside tweaker butler, right? He tries to come in the house, I spray him with a bottle like a cat. I go, that wasn't part of the treaty, Tony, all right? And he's a real person. He has 2 teeth, his name is Tony, and he eats sandwiches, and I call him Triple T, Tooth Teeth Tony. And this has been a great set. It's been a lot of fun. My name's Saul. Bye.